to our season 2 of KC Undocumented, a podcast where two stressed college girlies collide. So, since it's season 2, we're going to change up a few things. We're going to do some more story times. We still going to do the content that we were doing before where we bring people on and people could just drop their topics that they want to talk about. But we added story times in the mix, and because we're doing that, we're going to start off with some story times.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
We're going to be reading some Reddit story times, actually. Ooh. So, this is a really popular content form. Let's say that. Yeah. So, the first Reddit story we're going to read is from the Am I an A-hole Reddit.
Oh, mind you, I haven't read any of these stories, so if you see my reaction, please excuse me.
Yes. Okay, first story. Am I the a-hole for saying my wife wasn't my dream girl in a trivia game? So my wife and I have been doing a game night ever so often with some other couples via Zoom since we can't go out and see people lately. This was during COVID. It says 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
We were playing this card game the other night that was basically a trivia game. The grammar.
Girl, because I was trying to say, what did we... You said like basically...
Yeah, that was like basically a trivia game. Okay. That's what they said. For couples to play, and you are asked the question, and I can read, y'all. I'm a boss. Chill out.
She could read. It's just people can't write.
I can read. I'm a boss.
People can't write. That's what it is.
I'm a boss. I promise you I can read. Popcorn reading was my thing.
I love popcorn reading.
Yeah, okay. It's trivia games, blah, blah, blah. Where you ask questions and you write down the answer and your partner has to guess what they think you are answered. If they guess correctly, your team gets a point. Whichever couples know each other the best wins. Okay, so like newlywed game.
Okay.
So some of
this
the
was
questions...
at the wedding?
No, this was over Zoom. It was during COVID.
You had a wedding over Zoom?
No, it wasn't during a wedding. It was just a game night.
Okay, so it was a newlywed game.
But the game is called Newlywed Game.
I thought this was like a okay.
Like you never seen the TV show where they ask the question to one spouse and then they have to write it down and the other one has to guess what the answer was?
I literally thought this was like a wedding game that they were playing, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. Keep going.
So some of the questions in this version were a little spicy, and one of the questions was, who is your dream man/woman to have sex with? I wrote down my spin instructor since my wife knows that I think she's hot, and I thought she'd guess her and we'd get a point.
What? What? You didn't guess your spouse?
No.
Whose story this is? Let me see the name. Oh, you need to be blocked. Oh, so you didn't guess your wife? You didn't put down on that as a married couple. Why wouldn't you put down your wife?
I'm not.
Why would you put
First off, I would never say that my dream person isn't my spouse.
Exactly, because you sat there and married that person.
First off, I would never marry nobody. If you're not my dream person, we're not marrying each other.
But why would you sit there and think that she would just be like, okay with you saying a woman?
Your spin instructor?
There's a difference between lust and love.
That's crazy.
You're lusting after your spin instructor. You love your wife. Unless you don't love your wife. Girl, if this is your story and you watch this, leave that man.
I hope she left that man.
I hope she left that man.
And he says, well, turns out every other husband either wrote down their wife or celebrity fictional non-character. Duh.
So he wrote down
He wrote down a real person
that's in his life today.
Yeah, but see, here's my thing. Now, you can find somebody attractive and still respect your relationship. Well,
that's why I said lust.
Yeah.
You could lust. Okay,
like
you don't act on no lustful intention.
Right. Like, if I'm going to say, like, oh, it's a nice looking man. It's a nice looking man. But my dream person
And you didn't say your wife. You said your spin instructor who's in your life right now.
Now, I see if it was like a person that didn't exist.
Oh, baby, you ain't never going to no spin class ever again. I hope he knew that.
Like a person that didn't exist, like an anime character.
Yeah, someone that like
that don't exist.
Like I'd have been like, okay, but you sat there and said somebody that's real in your life that you see probably every week.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And you giving me her and you giving her our money?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
And then on top of that, you said this in front of all of our friends, our family and friends. And now know you like your spin instructor.
They would have saw the beating of a lifetime. I'm sorry.
On that Zoom call.
I would have
the way I would have been like, guys, and this is the end of the game.
No, I wouldn't even have said nothing.
No, because I don't need no witnesses.
They finna watch
I don't
you.
need no. No, I don't need no witnesses.
I needed the witnesses. Matter of fact, call the spin instructor. She finna watch you get beat him. But yeah, turns out every other husband either wrote down their wife or celebrity fictional character. My wife was livid and upset. I tried explaining that I didn't actually want to do anything with my spin instructor, and I would never even briefly consider being unfaithful. It was just me trying to play the game. She doesn't believe me, saying everyone else's instinct was women who didn't exist, or better yet, their wives. I feel really bad, but also really confused. I don't know how to deal with this, or is she overreacting, or am I the a-hole?
You're the a-hole. What are you talking about? She's not overreacting at all. She's underreacting, actually. She should have beat you down.
She should have popped you straight in your mouth as soon as you would have...
That would have been an instant pop, because what do you mean? You said a real life person that's in your life that we pay. Why is he not understanding that? Why is he saying that she's overreacting? There's no overreact. She's underreacting. She should have popped you. Cause she should have divorced you, and that would have been reasonable.
Cause honestly,
the divorce papers would have been on the door.
Cause if you think about it, now your wife's gonna, in the back of her mind, every time you go to this spin class, she's gonna feel like she gotta compete with that girl. And me personally, I ain't competing with nobody.
I ain't competing with nobody. Not for no man.
Tough. You ain't gotta compete with. What?
The man that you want will always want you and only you.
Right.
And the fact that you sat there and said,
and then you talking about,
that means you want that. You truly, deep down inside, you want that lady. And the question was somebody that your dream girl.
And then you say you didn't actually want to do anything with her. What's that supposed to mean?
So at nighttime, when you go to bed, when you're sleeping next to your wife, you're thinking about this woman. You're dirty. I don't like you. I don't like you. You're dirty. You're going to hell.
Ooh. Well, here's some of the some of the comments. Okay, one person says, "You are the a-hole who humiliates their wife in front of their friends." That's really the biggest problem. It wasn't even the fact that you said that you wouldn't be unfaithful. It's the fact that you sat there and humiliated your wife in front of all them people. I'm not going to be with nobody that's constantly embarrassing me. Because then if you feel like you're going to embarrass me, I'm going to embarrass you.
That's true, but that ain't the biggest issue. Like, yes, he said it in front of all those people, but it's the fact that it even came to your mind that was your dream girl. That's the first level of disrespect. It was another woman that you thought of. You did not think of your wife first.
Yeah, because baby...
He literally sat there and said he thought of this spin instructor first, not his wife.
Yeah, no.
He said, "Oh, because my wife is hot, I think she'd be okay with it." What? This is the woman that you married.
Yeah.
You went to the altar and said, "I do," in front of God. No.
I just know they white.
Yeah, they white. That ain't no damn black.
They white. They can't be no black woman that said that ain't no black. He wouldn't even be able to type this up. She would have sat him in front of the camera and he would have had to use the little voice mic because his fingers would have been broke.
No, a black man wouldn't feel so safe to do this.
Yeah.
Black men are cheaters too, but
he wouldn't even feel safe enough to even think about that.
Like,
he would have been...
Unless he married a white woman, I don't know.
Unless, because I don't know. But yeah, okay, so the first comment says, "Yes, you're the a-hole who humiliates their wife in front of their friends." Oh, right, you do. I strongly would suggest that you quit your spin class immediately and spend as much time and effort as it may take groveling to win your wife's trust back. Good grief, man. First off,
He don't even gotta grovel. Baby, it's divorce.
It's done.
It's done. You said your dream
once
girl
you
was,
pick me over, once you pick another woman over me, it's done.
It's grits, bro.
Now I would have seen you. He would have been like, oh, if she felt some kind of way about a fictional character, okay, then the groveling, I see that. But once you pick another real woman that you spend time with over me, it's done.
Like, why wouldn't you say your dude? Why wouldn't you say your wife?
What?
Like, that was the correct answer.
Like, you could.
That was the correct answer.
You could have been like, young boy, you talking about my wife? My wife?
Like, the correct answer is your wife. There's no other answer that would have been sufficient. Even like the anime character, okay, cool.
Yeah, but like, your dream woman isn't your wife. And then on top of that, why would you subject yourself to dating somebody that you don't want to be with, for real?
Exactly.
Because if I'm dating something, that's my dream. If we're getting married, that's my dream. Not no.
Men are nasty. Because what are you doing?
Y'all need.
And then this is the person. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I keep saying it, but this is a person that you could see all the time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be with nobody that I can't even. No.
This is the person that you go to this class and you mean to tell me, so you're in the spin class, you're doing all the movements, and you're looking at this woman like, I want you. I need you.
When I tell you I would have flipped that, I would have walked in that bed and flipped the bike over.
Flipped it while he on it.
Oh, hello. Dunbell would have flew
and then
right across the bed.
And then I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm going up to the spin instructor. You could pay his bills. Correct?
Honestly, I wouldn't have beef with the spin unless him and the spin instructor was like in cahoots. Yeah. Okay. But like she don't even know. She just trying to teach her class.
Yeah, but if she's sitting there, if she's like one of them flirty instructors, she know he a married man. Oh, then baby, you could pay that bill.
The hospital bill. Y'all both going to Halifax. Thank you.
And you could pay my divorce because I'm coming for everybody.
Like, you want to sue the letters off them.
I need a good settlement when I
y'all gonna have one wheel. The whole gym gonna have one bike, and everybody gotta take turns just because of how much money y'all done took.
2 minutes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one?
Let me see. Okay. I'm not gonna read that one. I say not safe for work. Never mind. Ooh, that's a lot. Let's see this one. There we go. Am I the a-hole for walking out of the restaurant on my girlfriend? Yes.
You only gotta read the rest. What the fuck? What?
Yes.
What?
Yes. Yes.
Wait. Why did he walk out of the restaurant?
We'll see, but like the way the title just.
The title said you walked out. Am I the a-hole that walked out of the restaurant on my girlfriend?
Okay. Girlfriend and I were having dinner at a restaurant when she received the text from her best friend who recently gave birth, and she said, "Oh my gosh, she got a C-section." She works as a nurse, so she then explained to me the type of incision that they make for that and how it leaves a scar. Okay. For those of you who don't know, they cut the bottom of your stomach and they take the baby out.
C-section. Okay.
I then, as a joke, said, "At least she'll still be tight down there." Yes, you're the asshole. At least she'll still be tight down there.
Wait, pause. So a woman that has a baby, is she loose now? Because she had a baby? Wouldn't it? That's...
Okay.
Wait.
That's not true.
Yeah,
your body snaps back.
Yeah, your body snaps back.
So it takes time, but your body snaps back.
Yeah, your body comes back, so she's not loose forever. That's just...
But
that's
men are ignorant.
Yeah, that's an ignorant-ass comment. That, like, that at least she'll still be tight down there.
That is crazy.
Because, first off, you can't have sex with her for, 6 to 8 weeks?
And it is longer if you have a C-section.
Yeah, 6 to 8 weeks if she gave naturally. Longer if she had a C-section because you have to wait for everything to heal.
Yeah, you gotta wait for your body to heal.
So, men are stupid. That's a stupid-ass I'm sorry, that's stupid as hell.
My girlfriend looked confused and then said that was a weird comment to make.
I would have left her.
First off, I would have...
The way...
I I would have backhanded him so hard, bro.
Bro, as soon as the comment would have came out your mouth, I'm looking at you, so I'm like, what did you say? Maybe I didn't hear you correctly, and as soon as you repeated it, and I heard
when I tell you something about his mama would have flew out my mouth so fast.
Yeah, exactly. And it be, you know what's crazy? It be the man that your mama look wrong. There's some kind of issue.
As soon as she would have said,
that comment about your mama would have came out my mouth.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What do you mean?
When I tell you something would have flew out my mouth so fast. Oh.
What do you mean? She at least
and
should still
off,
be tight.
You ain't finna talk crazy about my best friend. Absolutely not.
And then on top of that, you don't look that great yourself, buddy.
Cause let me tell you something.
Cause now I'm finna come for you. About my best friend, I'm coming for you.
When it come to Kayla Nicole Hunt, I'm telling you, you don't want to go there with me. Mm-mm.
That's just a
That's
wicked
crazy.
comment to me. While the best friend is sitting
right, like mind you, she just had a baby.
So
first off, why are you worried about her coochie?
Exactly. That's the weird.
Why are you worried about the best friend coochie?
We focused on the wrong shit right now. You done made an ignorant comment, so clearly you didn't finish school, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's.
This is why women go gay.
Okay, my girlfriend looked at me confused and said that was a weird comment to make about her friend. I then said it was a very normal joke to make, and she disagreed.
It was not a normal joke to make. You are stupid as hell. This has to be another white man. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a black man too. I wouldn't be surprised.
TLDR, there was some back and forth. I asked her to drop it, and she kept trying to talk about it. I said, "You're so insecure."
Huh? Finish the statement. You said she was what?
I said to her, "You're so insecure," and then she goes, "Does it make you feel good to call me that?" So then I got really frustrated, got up, and walked out of the restaurant and drove home. I would have been in the car with another nigga that night. I would have been in your dream car with your favorite rapper that night. That night.
I don't even have anything to say.
You want to see Insecure? Baby, I'm finna have you not be able to eat for days.
I'm just so confused. So she's insecure because you said a comment that made absolutely no sense and that made another woman feel bad about their body after they had a baby, and that makes her insecure? And that makes her a problem because she wants to address it at the table right then and there. So you're an uncommunicative ass person?
I would have been your stepmama that day.
I would have went and found your daddy.
Your daddy would have been put
the daddy that went to go take the milk from the grocery store and ain't never come back. I'd have found that man that you hate so bad.
I would have been putting your daddy through the floor that night. His pacemaker would have stopped and all since you wanted to play. You want to see Insecure? You're gonna
because I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find like. How was she wrong for wanting to talk about it? And you disrespected. Right, and you not only disrespected her best friend in front of her, you disrespected her. And then you disrespected all of women that had a baby.
And then you disrespect your relationship because now she's trying to she's trying to give you some type of she's trying to get some type of clairvoyancy, and you just
not trying to like drop it. And one thing I hate is when somebody don't want to talk about something
that's going to affect their relationship, especially if it's going to affect how I see you as a person. At least let me try to get some kind of clarity, right? Like something you don't want to talk about. Maybe you could have said it wrong. Maybe I could have been hearing stuff and you could have said it wrong.
Maybe I'm trying to give you a chance to defend yourself a little bit.
And you told me to drop it. That means you meant what you said.
You meant what you said, and I'm gonna mean
which means I meant to be your stepmother. I would have been with your dad that night.
I meant to do whatever else I'm gonna do right after this date.
I would have been with your dad that night. That night. That night.
Buddy, you going to hell.
Yes, that night.
You going to hell.
I would have pulled a Lori Harvey. Was with the dad and the son. I wouldn't even care.
Lori Harvey. Well, she had to telling women you could do it all. You could do it all.
I would have been your stepmother and made your life miserable. Okay,
Starting
you
with
would have been
sending
out
your
of the
titties,
will. You would have. I'm trying to tell you.
I'd have changed your whole life around.
Oh my gosh.
You wouldn't even recognize the life that you live in. Everything would have went.
You and your mama would have been out the house.
Yeah, because now I gotta look at your mama and question
how your mama raised being
you.
homeless.
Now I gotta ask your mama, how did she raise you to even think that thought in your head for you to say it in front of women, or for you to even think it in general? Because you really just sat here and disrespected all of women that have a baby.
That's crazy.
Your mama had you. Did she have you naturally, or did she have you through a C-section? And did she tell you that? Did she tell you that?
I would have said your mom had you naturally, and she's still loose to this day, and you're 47.
Hello.
Oh.
Because now let's think about some
She was loose even before that.
Let's think about some things now, buddy. Because now you're going to hell.
What was your mom nickname in high school?
Lucy Doocy.
Oh.
Lucy Goosey. Lucy Becky.
Hole. Oh.
Hole in 1. Hole in 30.
Hole. Okay, she called me several times. I drove us both there, but I was so frustrated and just wanted to get home, so I turned off my phone. She showed up to our apartment 30 minutes later and was really pissed off. Called me an a-hole and overreacted, and that she waited in the cold for 20 minutes for an Uber. Am I the a-hole for walking out on her and leaving her there for being frustrated?
Buddy, so after this, you left her in the restaurant.
First off, you ain't gonna leave me in the cold while I'm anemic, baby. You would have had a heater to your head. Okay, that whole microwave that's in the kitchen, whoosh.
But I'm just confused on how did you think it was okay to leave her? Turn off your phone so she cannot call you.
I would have called his daddy. I keep telling y'all that. You can't get the son, get the daddy.
And the fact that the fact that she went back to that apartment that same night.
No,
baby, that's where you messed up at. You should have never went to that.
You should have never came home that night, girl.
You should have never came home that night. You should have made that man think about all of his actions.
You
should have turned your location off.
I wouldn't have came home for 3 days. 3 days.
That man would have been throwing up, calling my phone on that second night, talking about something. Baby, where you at? I'm sorry.
I would have been gone for 3 days.
Because first off, you left me in a restaurant. So whoever in that restaurant right then and there, yeah, buddy.
I would have left the country that night, okay?
Buddy, my location would have said Spain. I done found a way.
Hello.
Mardi Gras, bitch.
That's crazy.
The Mardi Gras is New Orleans. What is the Mexican? Not the Spain one. Cha-cha? It ain't the cha-cha.
First off, Mardi Gras is
New Orleans.
I know.
In
but that's a holiday. Are you talking about a dance?
Yeah, I'm talking about a dance. But what's the one in Spain?
There's so many different dances.
It starts with an M. The marchata? No, that's bachata. Barchata?
Merengue?
Merengue. That's what I'm thinking of.
I don't even think that's in Spain.
Where's the merengue?
I think that's Colombia.
Really?
I don't know. Somebody over there.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I did take Spanish. I'm sorry. I just didn't know. Sorry,
so, in conclusion, you're the a-hole. Yes.
That's not even a question.
That shouldn't even be a question.
Sir, you knew you was wrong. You knew you was wrong when you was typing up that story.
And I know you probably told your mama, and your mama was probably like, oh, son, it's okay. You didn't need her anyway.
You probably came from a boy mom. That babied your ass.
Exactly, because her husband didn't love her. And guess what?
Her husband was never home.
And guess what, girl? You go and find that boy dad, and you get him, and you be the stepmom. So now she got to hate you for taking her man and her son. Both of her men.
Because I'm so confused as to why you this whole story is just wrong. You were wrong as soon as the title was wrong. That you left your girlfriend at a restaurant. Now, what if y'all was out of the country and you left your girlfriend at the restaurant?
And guess what? I would have stayed in the country. And I would have went to, I'm telling you, I would have went to the UN. He would have got deported. I would have stayed out.
I would have found a way.
I would have had me 2 Frenchmen.
I would have found a way to ruin your whole existence. You would have been questioning the rest of your life.
You know that picture where it's like this? and it's like the dude in front of her. That would have been me that night.
Oh my god, like the ones that be on the book covers.
Yes. I would have had me 4, 5, 6, 7,
I would have
8,
sat
9,
there like, bro. He would have got to my story the next morning and seen that I had a time last night,
What?
and then the caption would have been like, I was gonna post this in the close friends, but I think this needs to be public. A time was had, baby. A time was had. A time was had. Absolutely had.
Ooh. Okay, I have one.
Okay.
I have another one. Now this one's kind of long, but
Wait,
it has updates.
Let me read it.
You wanna read it? Okay.
Yeah, I like these. Oh, this shit is long. Hold on.
But it has updates. That's why it's long.
Okay.
Because the updates at the bottom.
Okay. Am I the asshole for not wanting my dad to walk me down the aisle because he's in a wheelchair? Before I keep reading this, before I keep reading this, the fact that you put "walk" in the quotations, baby,
That is so mean.
That is. I know it's because like you don't want to like look at how other people may perceive it. But that's your dad. I know it's every girl's dream for their dad to walk them down the aisle. But just because he's in a wheelchair doesn't mean that he can't still deliver you.
Personally, I'm getting dropped down from a helicopter in my wedding. But, you know, it's okay. My dad gonna be flying the airplane.
Drop down? What?
Yeah.
How would that work, Cola? You get dropped down from the helicopter.
It's gonna be an outside wedding. The helicopter gonna fly over it, and I'm gonna bungee jump.
So all your decorations are gonna get ruined.
No, they're gonna be bolted to the ground.
The flowers can't get bolted.
Okay, they're gonna be flake flowers.
They're still gonna fly.
Hold them.
Who's gonna hold them?
Whoever holding the flowers.
I'm talking about all of the flowers around the entire thing.
Well, they're not gonna fly all the way away if they heavy. It don't matter. 2045 when I have my wedding, y'all will see it. That's okay.
We in 2026. We in 2026. 2045. Hell, that's 4 plus 15. That's 19 years.
Actually, never mind.
Because that's a long ass time. You getting married at 40?
Ew, never mind. 2037. There we go. 2037.
So 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
So 30.
That's not 10 years. That is 10 years.
That is 10 years. You're 20 right now. You're going to get married at 30.
No, I want to get married at 25.
So 2031.
Yeah, 2031. There we
go. Because I'm sitting here like, okay, you know. But anyways, I understand it's every girl's dream to get walked down the aisle. But just because he's in a wheelchair, he can still deliver you. Like, it's still your dad.
I would have sat on the wheelchair with him. Like,
you still imagined it to be your dad. Like, somebody could have pushed it. Like, never mind, because I wish my dad could walk me down the aisle. But y'all selfish. Y'all some selfish hoes. About 3 years ago, my dad was injured in a really bad hit-and-run car accident. So the wheelchair not even his fault. Okay. He broke just about every bone in his body and left him paralyzed from the waist down. Girl, you going to hell. Our relationship has always been really good, but I hate seeing him in pain and admittedly try to avoid seeing him because it just makes me uncomfortable. Hell is a hot ass place. You going beneath hell.
Well, I'm going to say this. Yes, I get it for like being uncomfortable because then you get survivor's guilt. I get that.
She wasn't in a hit and run.
I know, but the thing is, she got survivor's guilt because it's her dad.
You can't get survivor's guilt unless you're in it.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, I get it for like not wanting to, like not knowing how to go about the situation. But what I'm saying, is she still wrong? Yes.
She's going to hell. But he broke just about every bone in his body and it left him paralyzed from the waist down. Our relationship has always been really good, but I hate seeing him in pain and admittedly try to avoid seeing him because it just makes me uncomfortable. Girl, that's your dad. That's your dad.
I'm not saying she's wrong for how she feels, but I'm saying she's wrong for like her actions behind it. Even if you is uncomfortable, that's your dad. Go talk to him, girl.
And it wasn't even like it was his fault that it was a hit and run. Somebody hit him and ran.
Why you said it like that?
Cause, bro, that just made me so upset. Cause, girl, you is selfish. Mm-hmm. In November, I'm getting married. I've been with my fiance for 4 years, and he and my dad get along really well. First off, so this happened about 3 years ago. You were with your fiance for 1 year, so your fiance has already met your dad. Girl, you want help? It's that simple.
I mean, I would have been like, I feel like the fiance should have advocated for the dad if they were so cool, you know.
Not even like a daughter should never have these thoughts. Naturally, the discussion of who was going to give me away came up in the family group chat, and I kept silent after I realized my dad would be in a wheelchair. I always talked about giving me away and having the dance at my wedding, and I don't want to be reminded of what could have been at my wedding. I messaged my mom privately and told her I want my uncle to walk me down the aisle as we're incredibly close as well. She naturally asked why, and I told her that my dad being in a wheelchair would add complications to the wedding. The walkway would have to be widened to accommodate his wheelchair, and he wouldn't be able to hold my arm or give me a proper hug. She was outraged, called me a what? Called me an ableist POS. What is a POS?
Piece of poop.
Oh, okay. An ableist POS, and removed me from the group chat, as she should. My aunt has since called me telling me my dad is absolutely devastated. Am I the asshole?
I would have been hurt too. Like, dang, it's not my fault I'm in a wheelchair.
It's not, and then you sitting here thinking about, okay, now I have to accommodate my dad. Girl, the way I would drop everything, I'd have been like, yeah, I don't give a damn. I don't care if it costs more.
Baby, I would have had my wedding in the hospital if it meant my dad could be there.
Exactly. That's your dad. You have a great relationship with your father.
No, this would have been a different story if he wasn't.
Like, if he wasn't, in your life?
If he wasn't in your life and he was a bad dad, okay, cool. Kick the wheelchair down the stairs of the church. But,
you sitting here telling me,
you got
a great dad.
Right, you got a great relationship with your dad. He done been there. He brought you ice cream. You
just worried about how it looks for you. You're just embarrassed because, it's a wheelchair. This man has been nothing but good to you.
Now,
what?
While I do say all of this, I'm going to play devil's advocate for a little bit. This is her wedding. On the family side. On the family side.
It's her wedding. Yes, I get that.
Yes, it is her wedding. Is she wrong for, her attitude towards her dad about this? Absolutely. This is insane. If you got a good relationship with your dad and something happened to your dad, okay. Me being the type of person I am, I would have had every accommodation in the book.
Yeah.
Somebody would have had to help me pay for it, though, but still.
But her biggest thing is that, he wouldn't be able to walk me down the aisle because we would have to spread out the things, like the aisle, so he could roll the wheelchair. Baby, that's not even that much. You space them chairs out just a little bit more.
Right.
And buy a bigger thing.
Right, and honestly, you could have sat on the wheelchair, girl. Just sit on the wheelchair and just roll down the aisle. Nobody want to walk in them hills.
Literally, that's your father.
That's a free ride.
I'm just trying to figure out, that's your father that has done nothing but love you. And you mean to tell me you can't make some slight accommodations for the man that was in your life before the man that you're about to marry?
Right. That's
always been in your life?
Now, keep in mind, if he was a bad dad,
then there's a different story.
I would have been just like this at the church. Thank you. But he's a good dad. He done did everything he could. Even with him being paralyzed.
And even the aunt don't agree with you for you to call her man and say, no.
Yeah.
The uncle don't even want to walk you down. Your uncle sitting there like, no, it should be your father.
Right.
Girl, you're the only one thinking this.
Right. But
your mama had every right to kick you out of the group chat.
Yeah, because you ain't gonna talk about my man like that.
Even if you are my child, you sitting here being just straight up disrespectful.
And then I can only imagine how the dad feel like.
Like that dad,
he probably feel like he the worst parent in the world.
And whole time it's not even his fault. Like, it was a hit and run. He was hit, and they ran away. And guess what? His body was smashed.
And then even if he did, and even it's like you can clearly see he's trying to do everything that he can do.
Exactly. Oh, there's updates. I forgot.
Okay.
Update number 1. I appreciate all the people who have messaged me offering me support. Your kind words have meant a lot to me whilst rifting through a bunch of messages telling me to do horrible things to myself. Regardless of what you think of me, telling me these things isn't okay. I'm going to call my dad tomorrow. Baby, I would have been one of the people in your comments telling you to go do a whole lot worse. I ain't gonna lie.
I wouldn't have said all of that. Like, I feel like
You going? I would have told her she's going to hell.
Because the story seems like she wants genuine advice. Like, if she would have went about it like how the last story did and was like, oh, I'm not wrong, da 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 da. Or like, I would have been mad, but like I feel like this story, she's trying to get like genuine advice.
I would have told her she going to hell for even thinking this.
Because it is her, even though she is wrong, this is her wedding.
It's her wedding, but like...
And me personally, I'm the type of person, I'm gonna advocate, like, if somebody's getting married, however they want their marriage, I mean, however they want their wedding to go.
It's your dad, and like, the dad's not wrong in any part of the situation.
The dad isn't wrong. The dad isn't wrong, but...
You're just thinking about, like, perceptions of other people.
Yeah, but what I'm also saying is that is her wedding. So, however her and her husband wants to have her wedding, is how they want to have her wedding. I'm not saying she's not wrong. She's wrong. She's definitely wrong for how she's going about it with her dad and saying, like, oh, she don't want her dad to walk her down the aisle because he's in a wheelchair. That's crazy. That is crazy. But for everybody to be like, oh, she's wrong for not having her dad walk her down the concept of her the reason why she don't want her dad to walk her down the aisle is wrong.
It's because he's in a wheelchair. Like, that's selfish.
That's wrong.
That's just selfish.
That is terribly wrong. That is selfish and terribly wrong. However, if she don't want her dad to walk her down the aisle, that's her wedding. It's one of those situations where it's like, I'm going to tell you wrong, but you have all autonomy over this because that is your wedding. I'm the type of person where, like, if it's your wedding or if it's your special day, don't ask me no input because this is on you. I'm not going to tell you how to go about something. It's the fact that I'm scrolling down
through the comments and everyone's saying, there's not one single thing that says that she was right.
Because she wasn't right. She's wrong.
Someone literally said, this is the saddest YTA I've ever seen. I'm sad for your poor father not only having to go through a horrible accident, but then essentially being discarded by his daughter because his condition makes you uncomfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, she's wrong.
Oh, the update number 2. She gave 3 updates. Update number 2. Can people please stop messaging me such horrendous stuff? Think about what you're saying. You may not agree with me or my life, but you're just as bad as I apparently am if you're going around saying stuff like that to strangers on the internet. Baby, I'd have told you to go to hell. I agree with the comments. You're the worst. Holy shit. Wow, you said yourself that you have a great relationship. Probably not anymore. This is one of the situations where you know you just cut off the daughter. And then someone said, I really hope you're a troll. Like, I truly hope that you are a troll. The thought of your father being in emotional anguish over being rejected by his daughter for a disability that he wasn't born with, that just so-called happened, is gutting me to my core. You're probably one of the brightest lights in his life, and the level of betrayal he must be feeling right now is immense. Please reimagine your thinking and do better. Update number 3 that she had. Not that I owe it to anyone, but I thought I'd give you all my update. My boyfriend and I have decided to part ways, and I've apologized to my dad. Your boyfriend probably left you because of this, because of what you did. Your boyfriend literally probably sat there and left you because you're a horrible person.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was probably like, he was like, if you could do this to your own father, that's like, yeah. Imagine, like, yeah.
Because really, if you love somebody, it's supposed to be unconditional, no matter what.
And that's your dad. So imagine you're marrying into a family, and this is what this girl is able to do to her own dad. So what she could do to you is 10 times worse. He ain't wrong for leaving you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we gonna read it?
You want to read that one?
Yeah, I'll read it. That one hurt my heart. I'm sorry. Because imagine, like, that's your dad. Some girls don't even have the opportunity to walk down the aisle with their dad because their dad is either in jail, he passed away.
Or they just terrible people.
Or they're just terrible people. And they don't have that male figure in their life. You're sitting here complaining that he's in a wheelchair. Anyways, you are the asshole. Like, there's no question about that. I'm sorry. Am I the asshole for not letting someone I bully think I'm doing bad in life? Wait, hold on.
No. Wait.
Hold on. Am I the asshole for not letting someone I bullied think I'm doing bad in life? So you were the bully.
And they think you're doing bad, but
They hope that you're doing bad. Well, I mean, if I was bullied, I would hope that you were doing bad in life.
But, like...
I mean, if you're not doing bad in life...
if you're not doing bad in life, then...
You're just not doing bad in life. I don't know.
Right, like, the odds was in your favor. But that don't mean... Honestly...
I don't think you're the bad...
I don't think you did the asshole. Yeah. Like...
Yeah, I don't...
Just because... Okay. Granted...
We haven't read the story yet.
Are you a terrible person for bullying somebody? Yes. But, like, baby, if you ain't doing bad in life, you don't got to sell yourself short just to make somebody else feel better.
They were bullied. Like, I don't know. Maybe. I'm tripping.
You got to tell them to get their money up and go about your business.
This was 2 years ago. Here's some backstory. I've always been thin.
Okay. Period. Hula hoop.
Like, what does that have to do with it? Okay. Here's some backstory.
Maybe it was a typo. Yeah. Maybe it was a typo, and like
I don't know.
Maybe they're the person that's getting bullied.
Yeah, maybe they're okay. Here's some backstory. I've always been thin. When I was in 4th and 5th grade, I was in a clique of your typical mean girls. No, she was the bully.
Oh.
We were all thin and pretty, or at least the boys made us feel like that. Thick girls forever. We were very popular. AR. They added an extra AR. That's stupid. We were really popular AR. I think that's just a typo.
Oh, yeah.
We were very popular amongst the boys. This made us really mean.
Wait a minute. 4th and 5th grade?
So because you guys were
fast.
Yeah, cause what the fuck? You were really thin, and so you guys created a clique of mean girls in 4th and 5th grade. Okay, this made us really mean. We were arrogant assholes who thought the world revolved around us. There was this girl named Christy. That's not her real name, though. Mm-hmm. Who was on the heavier side, and we weren't the nicest to her. We used to make fun of her and exclude her from things, even made other people exclude her. The boys used to pretend to like her and make fun of her when she admitted she liked them. This all happened in 4th and 5th grade?
You know what? I'm not going to say that because I got bullied in 4th and 5th grade, so yeah.
But I'm saying, like, to this extent?
Like, yeah.
To get boys to go and...
Kids are mean, girl. Kids are mean.
4th and 5th grade. These were y'all problems?
Children are mean.
We made her school life really hard. I know that. Eventually, we all went to middle school, and I went to a private school with an advanced program, so I was no longer hanging out with the clique. Christy did go to middle school with them, but I hadn't heard anything since. I went through middle school and got my act together, grew out of my mean girl phase, and got some decent friends. I went to graduate college and opened my bookstore, Calf. And I hadn't even thought of my elementary school friends or Christy in many years until about a week ago, that is. My bookstore isn't really busy, so usually it's just me and one other person there. I run the cash register and the coffee orders. The other person is in the kitchen. We had a group of women come in about my age. I was friendly, but one of them was cold and rude straight off the bat. If you work customer service, it's normal, so I just brushed it off. I look pretty similar to how I did in elementary. My face hasn't really changed. I gotten taller and puberty happened. Once it was time for them to get the check, the rude woman came up and to pay and told me, guess karma does exist. Oh. Girl, do you look ugly? Because she said guess karma does exist.
Oh, because she thinks she's only working at the bookstore. She don't think she owned the bookstore.
Okay. I was confused and asked what she meant. She was like, bullies usually get away with their actions, but looks like you weren't very successful. She told me I bullied her in elementary and that my friends continued to do the same in middle school. My heart dropped once I realized this was Christy. I apologized for how I treated her and told her it wasn't fair that she suffered through that. I even offered to comp their bill. Christy said no to the comp but wanted to speak to my manager or owner so they could know what kind of person they hired. I told her I was the owner and that again I was very sorry. She flipped out after I told her this. She said she went to years of therapy to help her self-esteem and she suffered through most of her teens to this day, had trust issues in her relationships. Damn. She was screaming that bullies shouldn't succeed and that I didn't deserve a good life. Her friends tried to get her to leave when she flipped out. They tried to apologize because they didn't know me, and I told them it was fine and that the bill was on me. My cook came out and was threatening to call the cops because Christy looked like she would get violent, but I told him it was fine. Eventually, the group managed to get her out. I closed my shop for the rest of the day. I was shaken and I just wasn't in the right mindset to be there anymore. Now, am I the asshole for not getting someone else to pretend to be the manager and let Christy think I failed in life?
No. Because if you, okay.
Obviously, she has some edits too. But
okay, obviously you turned out to be a better person. Good for you, you know.
Yeah, you didn't continue to bully her or anything like that. So, I mean, but you were wrong in 4th and 5th grade because bullying her over her weight and then having guys pretend to like her. The whole group was just assholes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
But you grew
out of it. But
now
that you've grown out of it, you then became a nice, young, successful adult. Cool. Right?
But I do understand that she is still, like, I understand where Christy is coming from.
Because
like,
that bullying, that's...
Yeah, and then she had to go to years of therapy. She has trust issues. She has self-esteem issues.
Yeah, girl, I would have wanted to jump across the table and whoop on you, too. But, like...
I mean, I'm surprised
you're not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You could have... Like, I wouldn't even say let her hit you or anything like that.
No,
like,
don't let nobody hit you.
Don't let nobody hit you. But
y'all grown and no.
But did you deserve a good cussing out?
Yeah. But you're not wrong for
being successful. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong for
being
how you turned out to be. You know.
You're not wrong for being the owner of a bookstore. That's
like
pretty chill.
You're successful. Congratulations. But like, yes, is that your karma coming in your face? Yes, that's your karma, but like
someone coming up to you.
Don't feel bad because you done got to the bag now. Like, you know.
Okay, her first edit was, yes, the cook got paid the full day, so do not be concerned.
Okay. Yeah, that would have been my concern too. Cause baby, hold on, you ain't for to shut down on me just cause old girl came up and ran up on you. I got bills to pay.
I wasn't even concerned about the cook, to be honest. When I'm reading this story, I wasn't concerned about no cook.
Okay.
But
the cook should have got paid for that day and some. Because he didn't have to come from back there and try to defend you. Because you wanted to go bully somebody. You know?
He could have stayed back there.
He could have stayed back there and minded his business.
Exactly. Because
he could have did one of these.
Cook. All he do is cook.
Right.
Edit. A lot of you have been asking what the bullying was. So I'll be clear. We never laid a hand on her. A lot of it was just name calling about her being fat. We get rest of the class to wear a certain color for the day and have everyone tell her a different thing so she'd be the only one not included. We'd make pig noises when she talked or just ignored her flat out, and the other kids would join until she cried. Damn. If we knew a boy liked one of us, we'd have them pretend to like her and then make her cry to show how much they liked us. When she was running, we'd pretend there was an earthquake. I remember all these things. I did not enjoy it. I don't recall laughing. It was just not a fun memory. Bitch, wait a minute.
No, she was saying it's like the memory, like
it was
her
not
thinking about it.
Thinking it was not a fun memory. But I'm like, y'all make pig noises when she walked, when she talked. and other y'all sat there and went to the lengths of making the whole class dress in one color.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
In 4th and 5th grade, y'all had time.
But yeah, like
Y'all had time and effort.
I'm just saying,
to
like,
be
yes,
such a
what
bully.
you did was wrong, and yes, her coming up to you.
What was her
the
mama?
karma.
What was Christy mama at the time? Christy mama should have been came in that school and put belt ass on all y'all kids, on all y'all badass kids, and y'all mamas.
Hello. But yeah, you're not wrong for being successful. You wrong for what you did in elementary school, but now as an adult, you're not wrong.
And then the fact that y'all went to the lengths of making if a boy liked one of y'all would pretend, y'all have them pretend to show their loyalty and dedication to you.
But
Bitch.
I think the good thing
What?
that you did here was you tried to at least you took accountability and tried to compensate for what you could do in your space and time by like giving her something for free. You know, as the adults in the situation. I think Christy is wrong for how she handled it when she first saw her.
I would have just told.
I would have just been like, "Hey,
you ruined like a good portion of my life."
I wouldn't show my ass like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have showed my ass like that.
Actually,
but I would have cussed you clean. I would have cussed you clean out. I would have told you that you just were a horrible person and that I hope you don't do. Yeah. I hope your shop ain't doing that great because of what you did.
From Christy's perspective, yes, she's right. Well, she's not right, but
Christy not all the way right.
But like, she ain't all the way wrong either.
I could understand that her freaking out like that is because of years of just
like, and that's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's traumatizing. Like, that's years. But you're not really the asshole.
You're not really the asshole. You just...
Someone said in the comments, you're not the asshole, but you and your friends were really mentally cruel to her. Sounds like your old friends kept it up. And I'm glad you understand what you did and feel bad. To her, it really isn't fair that the people who ruined her life are now having a great life. I get that. I also get that people change. It's a shame that she is not doing better despite the therapy. Not much you can do but feel remorseful for your part in her bullying. I wish we could slap little bullies around the head and let them see long-term damage they do to their victims. It might save a lot of heartache. You didn't need to lie to make her feel better. You had no idea she would freak out like that on you. She should have continued to give you the cold shoulder and not stoop to trying to get you in trouble at your work. That was low of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was low of her to try to get you fired. But
well, you can't fire me if I own the building.
Yeah, but still. And the fact that she freaked out on you, that's not right. But I truly understand where Christy is coming from. Yeah. And then she could have been doing so much better.
And then seeing you that day and completely triggered it.
Cause it probably just triggered her. Christy probably not even a bad person.
Probably the sweetest person. Probably quiet, barely make any noise. When she saw you, she had to let you know.
Yeah, it just triggered. It literally just triggered her. And you know what? That's not. We've all had those moments where we're seeing something and it completely just brought us back.
But you being a bigger person and being like, hey, I apologize for everything on the house.
Yeah.
That's as much as you could do. Yeah, that's as much as you can do. Unless you wanted to take a step further and be like, hey, let's chat about it over coffee and da-da-da-da-da. Because there's ways you could have saved the situation, but really, if that's how far you wanted to take it, then yeah.
Yeah, that's on you.
But really, in that moment, all you could have did was said, I apologize. Let me compensate your meal.
You're not the asshole.
But you're not the asshole.
The other 3 stories, yeah, bitch, y'all going
Yeah, that was crazy. But you're not the asshole. You just so happen to just getting the repercussions of your actions.
Yeah. Karma did come back.
Yeah.
And karma did look you in your face and show you what you've done to a person.
Yeah. So now you know.
Hey. You teach.
If you have kids,
teach them to be better.
Teach them to be better.
Teach them to be better, or because you know what happens. Your kids go through what you did to other people.
Right.
And girl, that's one of the worst things to see is that your kid is going through stuff that you did to other people, because now you're like, that's my kid. All you want to do is protect your kid, but you gotta somebody else.
And now you seeing the consequences of your actions to your child. I'd rather you see it in your face than have it done to somebody you love. You know?
Yeah, but was that the last story?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all we have for you guys today. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this little. Are you the asshole? Mm-hmm. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, Reddit stories. Editions. Yeah, and if you have any opinions on any of the stories, make sure you put them in the comments. If you have any stories of your own,
let us know.
You know, you can always reach us. Yeah, you can always reach out to us on
Instagram, TikTok.
Or you can send it to our email, kcundocpod@gmail.com. KCUNDOCPOD@gmail.com.
I will put that in the description.
And yeah,
that's all we have for you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we out
on our social medias too.
We out.